Hi everyone, this is Aruna Arichami, Assistant Professor, Department of Information Technology, SNS College of Technology. In my lecture series today, we're going to see about the data model along with the architecture of the database management system. So what do you mean by model? We have to follow certain tools to represent or describing our data. For that only we are using a data model, a collection of tools for describing data, relationships, semantics, and its constraint. For defining this thing, definitely we need a certain model. So in our database management system, our model can be classified into 5 types. One is a relational model. Second thing is the entity relationship data model, mainly used for database design. The next thing is a object-based data model. This is object-oriented along with the relationship model. Semi-structured data model, it can be represented in XML format. Other models are the hierarchical model and the network model. So these are the various model for representing our data, relationships, semantics, and its constraint. So next we're going to see this structure of a database system. Here there is a 3 types of a users are available. One is the database administrator, user, and the application. So administrator only going to generate a schema. Schema can be compiled by the DDL compiler. So where it could get the data means it could be get the data from the database management. The user can send a query. Request only transferred from the user. How the query can be processed mean by using a query processor. Query processor can simultaneously connected with the DML compiler for executing that particular program, because DML compiler can be connected with the application program. Through the application program only user can pass the query to retrieve the data from the database that can be executed by query processor or a query engine. So inside the database management manager, we are having a certain thing that is a authorization control, command processor, transaction manager, buffer manager, recovery manager, scheduler, query optimizer, data dictionary manager. So these are the thing majorly the thing. Along with the thing here also we going to check the integrity constraint. So integrity checker also there. So here you're having a two thing. One is a database manager, another one is a data manager. So this can be combinedly work together to access the user request. Based on this request, it will be processed, it will be sent it to the data files or a data dictionary. So through that, it will retrieve the data. Again, it will return back to the user whom and all requesting the data. So this is the overall architecture. It can be centralized or the shared memory. So you're having a 3 stages. One is a disk storage, storage manager, and query processor. Query processor can be deal with only the query evaluation engine. Through that only it can be work. Your storage manager, you're having a different types of a manager. One is a transaction manager, authorization and integrity manager, file manager, buffer manager. So these persons are acted intermediately for clearing the queries. The next thing is a query evaluation engine. Through query evaluation based on the user request, the compiler and the linker can able to send the particular data through the query evaluation engine through the application program. So through that, it will also work the DDL interpreter for converting the thing. So finally, through the manager, storage manager, it will send to the disk storage to retrieve our data. Your data may be a data dictionary, or it can be a indices, or it can be data, or it can be a statistical data. Everything will be stored under the database storage. So these are the 3% majorly over the thing. Your database application are usually partitioned into 2 or 3 parts. One is the 2-tier, another one is the 3-tier. 2-tier is the application resides at the client machine where it invokes the database functionality at the server machine. 3-tier architecture, the client machine acts as a front end and does not contain any direct database call. The client end communicates with the application server usually through a forms of interfaces. The application server in turns communicating with the database system accessing the data. So this is the diagram of the 2-tier and the 3-tier architecture. 2-tier of a user, your application at the user side, user can directly access the database system only through the network. Here you are having a client and server. Through client and server only, a data can be accessed from the user in the database. So only we are having a 3-tier. This is a 2-tier architecture. So your user, whom and all user for the database is a Navy user, or it can be application program or analyst or a database administrator. This person can access the database or generating the queries in terms of either application interface or application program or query tool or administrator tool. Through that only it can access the query. So your database administrator is a person who control the central over the system. That particular person only we can call it as a database administrator. What is the functionality or a responsibility of database administration is a schema definition, storage structure, access modified definition, schema, physical organization modification, granting of authorizing for data access, routine maintenance, periodically backupping the database, ensuring the enough space is available for normal operation, monitoring the jobs running on the database. This could be followed by the database administrator. Thank you for watching my video. In next video, we're going to see about the history of the database management system.